Hello, everybody, and welcome to the replacement stream. At the moment, it's just me, but it's not rain code. I'll tell you that for free. Oh wait, I'm not in the voice chat yet. There we go. Okay, and there's LaRouche. Wow, I'm so full of LaRouche right now. He's saying so many things. Actually, unironically, I need you to say something so I can check and see if the audio is bad. I guess I could just start running some music and looking at the because like the only way I can check is the waveform. So like, yeah, no, because like I know that I sound good. I always sound good. I'm drinking a beverage right now. A caffeinated one, even though caffeine doesn't really work on me. Because I think I got what is happening? South of Midnight's happening. I put it in the goddamn announcement channel. I just need to test the audio first. No one's here. I gotta see if the audio's good. I mean, the waveform seems fine. You know, I'll just reset it anyway really quickly and see what happens. Apologies if I do sound a little bit weird though. I did just pound like 4 miniature cupcakes. My mom fucking loves those things. Alright, where the fuck is Steel Series shit? God. I got like I think around like 5-ish hours of sleep. And I kept meaning to take a nap, but I just got like distracted by various things. So my head, I'm past the point of like just being conventionally tired. Now my head kind of hurts a little bit. It's great. I think I spent like 3 hours today designing my personal abode in Final Fantasy 14. It's really nice.
I am here.
Hello, there you are.
Fucking, I don't know what happened. My mic was just not coming in, even though I was plugged in.
Your stuff wasn't working? Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I don't know what's up. But now it gave me an opportunity, since I was unplugged in anyway, to move my mic over to my left side
Ah.
instead of just fucking here, like wherever it is. In the middle. Because it was in the middle, and now it's a little to the left. And now I can move this to be here. And yeah, this is actually better. I like this setup better.
Yeah, no, and you're very audible and nice.
Good for me. Yeah, no, it's closer.
All right.
And now it's really easy to just lean in and get real cinch.
Ah, Jesus, you're fucking. I'm getting the asthma as a response. Oh my god.
Yeah. Hey, you ever
No.
walk into a room and then you just hear a white woman go, "What? Oh!"
No, I haven't heard that at all, actually.
Yeah. That's better. I think my mic being so far away from where it was like actually like kind of a problem, more so than I was anticipating.
LaRouche, are you ready to get woke?
I stay woke.
Mm-hmm.
I try to stay woke.
No, but like in the conventional sense. Okay, let me rephrase that. In the horribly misappropriated sense. Because you see, this game is full of people full of people who happen to be a darker skin color. The scandal.
You know what's
Impassable. Impassable.
you know what's worse than going woke?
Going broke.
Going to sleep forever.
Oh, that is pretty. I was gonna say going to sleep is good. But forever, I'm not so sure about that.
No. Going to sleep for 1,000 years could be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Could be nice.
Also, I
Going to
wanna.
sleep for 8 hours, exactly 8 hours. That's fucking nice.
Also, I just want to clarify. I'm being largely sarcastic with those opening statements. I'm very unopposed to the idea of characters that are conventional balding white men
Mm-hmm.
playing being the main character of a video game. In fact, I think I should be encouraged. As much as I enjoy the surly charms of Booker DeWitt, I can do without him for another 10 years or so.
Fuck Booker DeWitt.
True. He's a bit of a shit.
He ain't even shit.
True. Factual statement. All right, let me just go ahead and get the game
Booker DeWitt asked to suck my cock. I'd say no thanks, buddy, and then move on with my life.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, these are just the okay, these are just like they're just giving me like the overview of the video gamey stuff. Adjust the slider. I'm just gonna keep the gamma as is, and if it looks bad, then it looks bad. Testing system performance. Yeah, sure. What'd you give me? Evidently the best settings. So, I appreciate that, although I don't need motion blur. Get that shit out of here. Ew. Why am I trying to blur motion? I want to see it as is, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we're on settings right now. No, wait, I want to save my change. Why do you do that? Just assume that when I change my settings, that the settings are as God intended. Well, I guess if it thinks that this is what I need, then I will keep it as is until the game self-destructs and explodes. Hypothetically. But yeah, welcome to South of Midnight.
Wait a minute. I've heard of this game, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
So, first, I know that there is currently and understandably a Xbox boycott going on at the moment due to the various nefarious things that they are doing in regards to their AI research and who they're funding it to.
Yeah.
And this is technically a game that is being published by Microsoft. I will say I got this way before I learned of any of that chicanery because this it was up for pre-order, so. I will say I think at the very least, in good conscience, I cannot advise that you, the person watching this, buy it. I'm not just saying that because I want you to watch my epic gameplay. But at the same time, there's a deeply talented group of individuals who poured a lot of time and effort into this, and if they made a good game, at the moment, I think that there's credit where credit's due in that. And if it sucks ass, I can refund it within 2 hours of starting the game. I'm thinking Weaver. Balanced seems like the fundamental level you want to start at generally.
Possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Down in the deep south, folks spin tales about the grand tapestry.
I remember there being a large fish. That I do think is cool.
And these damaged threads give rise to them evil spirits called haints.
Haint.
But every great while, a mighty storm brews, awakening a powerful force. A weaver gifted with the power to reach into the past and mend folks' deep wounds. With enchanted hooks in hand, this weaver can banish haints and reweave the tapestry's thread,
Okay.
restoring the land so life can bloom again, fresh and new.
Hmm.
The last weaver vanished long ago, but I'm getting ahead of myself.
That was a quick prologue. Wow.
Our tale begins deep in the heart of
I will
the
say
salt
things don't
lake.
necessarily
In a
run
spectacle
too
town
well,
called
despite the
Prosperity,
initial
where the last
decisions of the
weaver was last
game.
seen.
I will probably have to make some adjustments for your and my viewing quality, please, your.
That evening, Hazel's mama
This
woke
isn't
up.
really the best
We'll be all right.
indicator right now
Found
because
there was
this
more
is a
that
very
seemed
heavily
dead on
stylized
ground before
cutscene.
the hour. Meanwhile, our Hazel is packing an emergency box, fixing to evacuate quickly. A hurricane brewing on the horizon, and a mighty big one at that.
Big hurricane. Okay. Hello, Sim. There's a hurricane a brewing.
And I'm a little bit wrong.
Oh,
Man, I miss singing on the bus with these guys.
How's the game so far?
It
I did
just
think
started.
this one looked interesting.
I can't. I
Does
hope.
look interesting,
On the map,
despite
too. We was fast as hell.
I can't tell if the characters are moving at a low frame rate for aesthetic purposes, or if because the game is running like ass right
I
now.
shouldn't be doing all this packing by
It
myself,
depends what engine is
but here
this.
I am.
Or
Oh,
Unreal
gee.
5.
Whoa!
That was a
That was an
sudden
abrupt
transition to
cut.
gameplay.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Let me just do some investigating. Oh, this actually okay. No, all right. This seems fine. No, yeah. I mean, this looks.
Yeah, this looks smooth.
Yeah, no, this is running pretty well. Here, let me let me just do the Steam verification test. Just top left. All right, what are we running at? Around 70? I can make that a little bit better. I'll put this down
I
to
could
like.
figure out what the shortcut button for that is in Deadlock, because I keep turning it on accident somehow.
Here, I'm gonna turn down from ultra to very high because I'm guessing that ultra's like 4K graphics and I don't need it to be that high quality. We'll take shadows down to medium because that's usually the cheat code to making your game perform a little bit smoother. And just like that, like actually just like that. Holy shit! And yeah, no, this looks fine. I can see like if no.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, no, looks fine. I saw it peak up at like 140 for a second, so yeah, no, I think we're good.
Like, would you call this cell shaded? I'm trying to figure out what I should call this.
It's so
not
odd
quite
because,
cel-shaded,
like,
but it is
yeah.
stylized.
It's
a
very.
little
It's
bit.
kind of like oil painting vibes. It reminds me a bit of Dishonored, kind of. Also, their animation
Yeah,
style is like.
It does look kind of like Dishonored. You're right.
Also, it's weird because like her animations when standing still are very clearly like stylized, like they're very stilted looking, but it kind of like smooths out when you move around. All right, let's see. So we got mementos to go collect.
The day Mama threw up on me after getting off that wacky world. Almost passed out from laughing so hard. Wish she still had that kind of time for me.
A little creature.
I asked Mama for a doll and got this thing instead. I know he's weird looking, but I can't help but love him.
Hey, I bet your mama put a lot of time and effort into that little scrunko.
How was your day? How's everybody's day?
Pretty good. I had a very promising phone interview. One of my old coworkers is willing to act as a reference for me in regards to the job position that I just mentioned, and I spent like 3 hours designing the interior of my FF14 home.
I saw.
Yeah.
Is that just in the basement now?
Oh no, that's not the basement. That's my place. No, that's for me. You have to go into my room if you wanna hang out in there.
Explain why she
If we're doing the basement or the foyer, I need like budget money because that just doing that alone was like 1.3 million gil.
sheesh.
I gotta stop reminiscing and start packing. For real.
It is really picking up out there. You ready to go?
I was
His house is in the middle of doing like renovations and just kind of left it like that. Also, he didn't really do anything. He made like some partitions, but didn't do anything with them. Also, he picked the wrong partitions.
Oh, shoot, we got 5 minutes. Let's go.
Fine.
So I need to. I guess regardless, I did a little bit of adjusting to make it look less bad, but we gotta fix up the wallpapers and some of the other partitions.
You had the blankets.
Yes.
I should
because
probably
I have my
fix my room at some
hurricane
point. My room is
Mhm.
like all fucked up.
Is that a smile?
Half finished bullshit.
I was inspired by. I went to fucking Roboot's clan's house. It's very nice.
We don't have room for
They have like fucking role-playing rooms specifically, like people devote their little slice of the fucking place to just making a room to hang out in.
come like
Pack a bag, then pack it like. Hey, pack your bags, then pack
go
go
like.
like.
But you, LaRouche, how was your day?
Mm-hmm.
My tooth hurt.
You think this
Oof.
place will still be here
Mm,
after?
that's unfortunate to hear.
I called Hurricane Lulu and she said
Unfortunate.
we
I
good.
hope you can get your
Mama,
tooth
I'm
fixed
serious.
soon.
What if it's
Probably be
different this
Monday.
time?
It's
Um,
not for you to worry about.
that's not so
Now we got 4
bad.
minutes.
Still sucks though.
Did you just suck your teeth at me?
Wouldn't be rushed if you didn't.
Don't mumble. Speak on it.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
Ooh.
Waste time?
That's not what I meant. It's just you left me to prep for a hurricane by myself.
Oh, I thought you was grown.
What if we called up Bunny and go over there? You know, the mansion with the hurricane-proof windows.
Now, you want to bring this up right now.
I'm just saying.
We are going
Say what you mean and
to
mean what you
Joe
say.
Wood's church with everybody else, like we always do.
Whatever.
And don't roll your eyes at me.
I wasn't even looking at you.
I made those eyes. I know when they rolling.
I just don't understand why we can't go over there. Bunny still can.
Nolar's laptop is taking a minute.
Hazel, please.
Also, I feel like if we're gonna do, we should probably think of an actual like aesthetic for the guild house. Also, I think we need to wait. We're waiting until they give us the option to make the interior larger than the outside,
Helping everybody else.
because that's gonna be an option later on, apparently.
That's crazy.
Your great-grandmother made this.
Damn.
I shouldn't have to tell you something is important for you not to break it.
Well, maybe if you
Look, accidents happen sometimes, and maybe if you told me, we'd be more careful about it.
Flood. Remember that next time you go around thinking you know everything. Hazel! Everything I do for you.
Whatever. There's no getting through to her. Whatever. Let me go check on Bo.
Go check on Bo. Car.
Bo windows.
Okay, yeah, now we're cooking with gas. This is running great. Shit. Okay, fences no go. I'm assuming we don't have the double jump power yet. Oh, white trash neighbor.
I came here to check on you, but it looks like you're riding this storm out in style.
Oh, yeah. Me and the pups are having a hurricane party. Yep, ain't no storm got me yet. And if things go south, I got my boat. You sure you don't want some punch?
I've gotta go check on Mrs. Pearl.
I like how he says punch and then offers her a
My dog's
beer.
roofing on her grass. My dogs are gentle.
Maybe he's just cool like that.
I like that dog.
Maybe he just calls beer
Thank you,
punch.
Miss Pearl.
It's good. It's a good dog.
That's a good dog. The good dog's friend.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go check on Pearl. Amethyst. Steven.
What you doing on my porch and all
Pearls
this
are
weather,
cool.
baby?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just checking checking on you, see if you need anything.
They're a naturally made gem. I mean, not. I guess they're not a gemstone in the
They're
conventional sense.
technically not gems, but they're
They're
grouped in the
considered,
same
yeah.
category.
How very racist.
Come in, have some gizzards. I'm cooking them all before the power goes
Does
out.
that mean that the pearls from like Stefan's universe were like naturally made? Are there giant clams that they extract them from?
I like Tahiti
Which ones?
pearls.
Just
I think they
frustrated
look
with Mom.
nice.
She stayed late at the shelter
Like
and left
the
me all alone.
like
Oh, look at these little.
darker in color.
Look at that little creature. I love the little fucking little spider. Nifty.
Oh, little spider guy.
She's all over the place. All
See,
It
collect.
is weird that they're all named after gemstones, and then one of the main ones is pearl, which is technically not a gemstone.
I
or
mean,
a precious stone.
I mean,
at
I guess
all.
I guess the idea is that pearls are very easily mass produced because they're like they're made within nature technically.
Thanks, son. I'm almost done.
Yeah.
I don't think that is the
Much
idea because they're
I
kind of
didn't
special.
watch enough Steven Universe to know anything about.
No, like
the
pearls
It's
are.
easy.
It's hard enough.
It's
No,
Sorry.
they're
Pearl
special
easily
made every
damaged.
time.
Talks about her.
Yeah, but they're also like mass produced. They're made as like slave units.
No.
No, no,
guess not.
no. They're made special for like special people.
Mm.
Gems. I.
Mama is doing what she
Are you
So
okay?
they're custom made. For a
Yeah,
specific-
actually.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh shit! Oh no,
Oh,
that
no.
wasn't
Okay,
your
this
thing.
later.
Oh shit!
Damn,
First
that's
off-
really bad.
Ooh,
First off,
that's. Oh damn! You don't got a house anymore. Fuck. The Earth reclaims it.
That's a dire fucking start to this game. What were you saying, LaRouche?
Yeah. First off, you could argue that most gems are in fact slaves.
Yeah, true. You know, you got. And I have to refresh myself on my Stefan's Universe
I have-
lore, but
I
it
have
is.
not watched any of Steven's Universe. I know nothing about Gem Society.
But it is true that like most of the pearls that you do see are like primarily like special made for other people because you have the lawyer pearls, you got the fucking.
Those are zircons.
Oh, those are zirc. Oh yeah, that's right. Those are zircons. No, they have transcriber pearls. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Oh Jesus.
Oh.
Wait, I fucked up.
I-
Oh, okay. Never mind. Power
Oh.
power
never
tutorial.
mind. That's intended. Time powers.
Hazards such as toxic water and brambles can cause damage. Damage taken is indicated on the life bar. Okay.
Fast flowing rapids, or as I like to call them, toxic.
I mean, for.
I guess that was canon that she fell in.
Oh look, it's literally toxic.
Oh, dude. I feel like this
Amazing.
violates some sort of Environmental Protection Act.
Missing. Michaela.
Yeah. Tell that to the
Dutch
tell that to the Ohio River.
It's just on fire sometimes.
So, oh yeah, we gotta do.
It's on fire sometimes.
This sound good.
I love this
It
music.
does in Cleveland.
Shit. It took out the fridge.
God damn. Great property damage on top of your existing property damage. Yeah, what's the?
Yeah.
This isn't like big band. I'm trying to think of the specific term for this kind of audio aesthetic. I know it's like it's rather
Yeah,
famous.
She can fucking jump. Like, she cleared that gap like it's nothing. God damn.
Fast enough. I'm always fast enough.
Oh, the mansion.
I guess she did say she was a track star, didn't she?
I
She
think
do
so.
hurdles.
Gotta help.
They said specifically what she ran.
I'll admit I've forgotten a bit. I need to. I was lost in my initial discussion. Oh, there we go. We gotta do the mantling and the grabbing.
Gotta get across.
We're doing
Have any
like a
Tanzanite gems in Steven's Universe.
not to
Any
my
what?
Tanzanite.
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 Yeah.
I don't remember any, but it's possible.
Lily's house is up here. She's always fine during
I think Tanzanite looks nice.
Mine's a citrine.
They're also
because-
shutting down all the Tanzanite mines because they ran out.
Damn, we're out of
So-
we're out of gem. That's a creature.
Oh, yeah, alright. Fuck, okay.
What was that?
I thought this was like an isekai thing. No. I
Nope.
guess not.
The bayou is just like that. I love that audio scene because it sounded like the performers were afraid. Oh, Dan Flood, no! Damn, this is getting.
Dan Flood.
His name was Dan Flood. Oh shit, it's getting really bad now.
See, the actual trick is just buy lab-grown gems because they're cheaper and probably not made with slave labor.
Hey, hold on a second. Yeah, we got a 2-for-1 special on rat traps.
This game looks like we can't have yellow paint. Everybody's freaking the fuck out about yellow paint.
There's white paint
instead. It's different.
Buck $1 shop. Oh, there we go, Dan Flood.
It's really funny that his name is Dan.
You know, that reminds me so much of the fucking... So, like, for the specific, like... For where I'm from, there was, like, an old law firm called William and Matar. They've become separate due to, apparently, a tragic plane crash. But, I wasn't sure... I'm not sure if it's William or Matar, but I know that one of them is still alive at the very least. But I've always found it rather funny because this became like kind of a, this actually kind of escaped into the online sector a little bit because, oh no, sorry, I'm still thinking of Celino and Barnes. Yeah, and they had a billboard that just said injured? Question mark?
Question mark. Amazing.
And then someone eventually edited it to just have it so it only says injured.
Please hold.
I remember when their phone number was still 454-2020, and then they were still actually a law firm instead of the Celino firm and the Barnes firm separately. Oh yeah, no, it was Barnes that died in the private jet crash. Thankfully, his brother, also named Barnes, is also a lawyer.
I'm so scared for Mama.
Damn, Trey Flood.
Keep her safe.
But yeah, no, anyone out there who's looking to buy a diamond or even a ruby or sapphire, you can get a lab-grown one.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they call them
much
blood
nicer
diamonds? That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
For the same price, and also not made out of, not mined by slave labor, guaranteed.
Sometimes even cheaper, actually.
I need to increase the sensitivity ever so
Depends on what you
slightly.
go for, but a lot of times they're much cheaper.
Also, I think
Get a
that...
much nicer diamond for the same price.
Also, I need to adjust this because... Can I... Is there a way to fucking make it so there isn't fucking... Okay, hold on.
Technically, lab-grown diamonds depreciate in value, but I suppose the question at that point is, do you consider your engagement ring an investment that you're going to sell for a profit later? Or do you consider it a engagement ring?
Is there a way to make... I swear to God, I need there to be a way to make it...
For?
I need there to be a way so that it doesn't, like, wind up. Oh, that's why. That's the stop motion effect. No, so like when I'm like looking around with like the basic, I'm looking around with like basic control options. It takes a minute before like it goes full force.
Like acceleration.
Yeah, there's no way to turn. As far as I can tell, there's no way to turn off camera acceleration. So I just needed to increase the sensitivity a little bit. Oh damn, we got the ghost. We got the ghost juice.
Hope they'll help me.
Like it feels like the fucking camera is taking a big swing before it decides to go full force. I don't want my camera to control like a great sword.
Excuse me. You can't just show up unannounced.
I have to talk to Bunny.
Well, she is rested. You're gonna have to come back tomorrow.
I don't think this is a comeback tomorrow kind of situation.
My mom got washed away by the flood.
She-
I need help, please.
She got flushed away like the film Flushed Away featuring Hugh
They got
Jackman.
flushed away down a toilet.
I mean, if you think about it, what is a river if not nature's toilet?
What is all this racket?
Hello, Bunny.
Hey,
A river?
Grandma?
Is that Hazel? You've gotten taller. What brought you sopping wet to my doorstep this evening?
I told her you were rested, but she just...
Nonsense, Lily. That's my only grandchild down there.
Oh, okay.
What can we do for you?
Wait, so like you're our grandmother, and wait, so like you're my grandmother, and we didn't. Oh, does the mom not like her? That might be why.
Yeah, I think there's a line about how they didn't like each other earlier when she was looking
Yeah,
at
I'm
the
getting.
picture.
I mean, I will say I understand that, but also if it was gonna get this bad, I would have put that aside a little bit.
In the morning.
If there was a worry that our house would get swept away into the bayou.
The sheriff or something?
You know rescue services are paused in the middle of a hurricane, dear.
You're acting like you don't even care.
Mind your tone, please.
You don't understand. It ain't just about Mama. I'm seeing these things. These strands in the air.
Kojima would be proud.
I'm scared.
Strands.
Yeah. Yeah. There is something big out there.
Lily,
Yes, ma'am?
clearly my granddaughter is not in her right mind right now. Afraid for her mother and all. Ready a guest room.
Yes, ma'am.
Poor thing. You've been through a lot tonight. Come sit down for a minute. I'll take care of this.
I mean, considering the amount of physical activity she did, yeah, I'd probably, like, fall asleep, too. I am in the Assassin's Creed loading zone.
We are
Shit.
between levels in Bayonetta.
Hey, these strands.
Hey,
Yeah, this is more Assassin's Creed with the white fog.
activate the guiding strand.
Saying my name?
Bore.
Saying my name.
Also, this is I think it's interesting to note when her like face like shifts around and moves when she's talking and stuff. There's like very distinct creases that are very good
Look,
looking.
a boar.
Rue.
Ooh, that's the thing I have to make when I make
Who are you?
mac and cheese.
That's the
Just
god.
kidding, I've never made homemade mac and cheese.
House. I remember House. I always hated House
Can't
MD.
fucking forget about House every goddamn time.
Every fucking day.
Someone in this server will reference House at every available opportunity.
Every single goddamn time I mentioned that I got Cheese House in Nubby's Number Factory, AC felt the need to make both a cheese pun and a house pun.
You sounded vexed.
Oh God, my baby!
I too am in this stream.
Not gonna make it!
uh,
Ma! I'm right here! I'm okay!
What'd she mean by this?
I really could have cooked these fries a little bit longer.
Ma, wake up!
Gotta
A
put that
little mushy.
gotta put that shit. Actually, I don't think. Oh my god!
Oh damn. Oh fuck. The spider got her.
Trailer. Mama? Oh no. But, Grandma?
And there is a certain appeal to having like one of those like cool like little raised houses because it means it's perfectly level, you know. And then you can do that other ways, but you know also you get a cool set of stairs to get into your house. Damn, she does not want me
Lock her
leaving.
in the room. Fuck.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck. The outsider.
The owl! The fucking Nightman cometh. Dude, why's that guy on the portrait giving me the side eye? God damn. All these guys are looking at me.
Not all these rich assholes.
Ooh, a note. Lily, dear, let this be the last time I remind you that I like my tea with 2 sugars. Not 1, not 3, 2. How many years have you been in my employ?
God. She's always been so passive-aggressive.
I would actually... that's slightly less passive and more aggressive.
feel like 2
Oh.
lumps of sugar
Are-
is like a shit ton of sugar.
Mm-hmm. She likes that shit fucking sweet. That is just the engineer's wrench a little bit from TF2.
That
I don't know. To me, 5 is a
that
lot.
thing last
Mm.
night.
5 is a lot.
What's happening?
I guess, are we talking about sugar cubes, or are we talking about like a smaller amount of sugar? Because a sugar cube is like a lot of sugar.
Can't believe
Fucking
Sugar cube.
Bunny just puts like a whole brick of sugar in her fucking in her coffee.
All right.
Lily, I need
Bunny
you to,
wants to be able to chew her coffee.
Lily, I need you to
Wants to be a
shovel that shit in.
sludge.
I need a slushy made of sugar and coffee. June 7th, 1982. They're not replaceable as people. They say life is light, that once diminished is forever blinked out. But I don't think it has to be that way. There's magic in this world, tall tales with hints of truth.
Is Bunny trying to unlock the secrets of immortality?
I will find it. Then maybe I can forgive him. I want to forgive him.
Huh? I wonder what happened. Feels sad.
Let's see, what's in this one? September 7th, 1989. When I hold the hooks, I can see hints of strands and stigma flickering at the edges of my vision, but I can neither unravel them nor can I make them tangible. It's infuriating. March 11th, 2003. I've exhausted all framework and
Way to
possibilities.
Jump in time
They,
between entries.
she did not feel the need to write for a good long time. No methodology has brought me closer to controlling the strands, and the hooks refuse to sing to me. The light of my life has still gone dark. Maybe there's another way.
Unraveling stigma.
Maybe.
Oh wow! So Bunny's been trying to use the weave power, and I have the bloodline technique.
Why is the stream titled Devious Whiteling Plays Game?
Because I'm the Devious Whiteling.
Uh-huh.
Rich people's houses.
Hey, Hazel, come on. If you could get a secret door, you would make a secret door. Be honest with yourself. Time to receive the mysterious hooks. That's that shit that SpongeBob warned me about. Those are some cool fucking hooks.
It's Lara Croft's iconic
Ice pick?
ice pick.
Man, they really
Why'd she have an ice pick in like all
They-
of those games?
they really wanted to make it so that she
They
had a
were
different.
really pushing that ice pick shit.
It fucks me up because like you have the easiest. Okay, the rot is consuming.
climbing hooks.
Like they like fucking Laura had the two pistols, but they were like they were
Yeah,
always
twin pistols.
they were always trying to give her like a
Classic.
new iconic thing. It's like her iconic hunting bow, her iconic ice pick, and it's like you just give her
I
the.
guess it kind of worked because we're talking about it right now.
You know, that's
I
fair.
just remember the ice pick being like a thing in the second game, which was the only one I really played.
Mm. I
It's not a
don't.
bad thing to have, to be honest.
I don't recall
No,
Shadow.
it is a real meaty. The hits in those games were real meaty. Those
Mhm.
games were good.
Ugh.
I don't care what anyone says. I like those games. I like the second one at least.
Hmm. Okay, good. The attack buttons appear to be square and triangle, so this is not a Souls-like. As far as I'm aware, for all I know, I might suddenly get a dodge roll, and enemies might do 85% of my health to me in one hit.
Combat in those games was fun, and the not quite Metroidvania thing they had going on was
Mhm.
nice.
Not to mention there was something kind of fun about being able to look at the artifacts and have to like discern extra bits of info about them by like examining them.
Sometimes I do want to just make the number bigger on my weapon.
True.
Sometimes it's nice to just have a linear progression system. Damn, alright.
I'll
never find my mama on my own.
It's true. She did not want to help us. Oh, rabbit.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. Are we doing Alice in Wonderland type thing?
Grandma. Truth was, she was glad to leave the flood mansion behind. Used used to handling things.
Oh, so the flood. She's a member of the flood. Like, well, so she's, I guess, a tangential member of the flood family.
Related.
Mm-hmm.
So you just stole something out of your grandma's attic, then left.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, now that she has them, like, the hooks vanish when she's not using them. So, like, what's Bunny gonna do? Be like, well, hey, listen, my grandchild stole my magic ice picks that vanish when she stops using them.
Incredibly I know she's focused on other things, but she's incredibly accepting of the fact that magic is objectively real.
Yeah, no. Like, there was a fucking, like, I deactivated a blood nest, and she was like, alright, well, let's go find my mom.
There's no one coming out.
So is this a linear game, or is this going to become like a pseudo open world thing at any point? I feel like a lot of these become like a pseudo open world thing.
I think that's the so the question is, will we be getting a map at any point? I feel like if
there's an upgrade tab on that.
There is an upgrade tab, and I cannot access it at the moment.
Not upgrade, just.
But I will say there is a 0 of 135 collectible item on that page already, so we got something.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
I'll figure it out. I think this is the right way.
All right, not destructible. We have to get on the white goo. You know, credit where credit's due. They've created a lore reason for why there's like white directional goo, because I'm assuming that's part of the strand stuff. Because like you have like the strand also gives you an idea of where to go as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at little possums! Oh, that's cute. Oh, I love possums. Lore received.
Where am I anyway? Foxes.
Oh.
The storm's got all the fuzzy guys out and about.
It's also seemingly activated the thorny oak vines of death.
Shit. This was my way downriver.
Oh.
Only way forward is down.
I'm rather curious if at any point we're gonna get the ability to hold down left trigger to aim and then right trigger to throw something. Because at the moment we have the axe, we have the pick, and that's it. Or the hook. I guess they're the hooks, that's right.
It's like some weird folktale. Brer rabbit or something.
Brer. There's foliage on there, so we can't climb that one. Damn. More possums.
Hey, who's got you all so spooked?
The thin veil between reality and nightmare.
Hell no.
Combat tutorial.
God damn, alright, let's get to it.
This better work.
Okay, press X to attack. Chain up to 5 attacks to unleash a melee combo. Hold X to charge them to release a powerful amplified attack. While charging, use the left stick to aim the attack. Press B to dodge. Press Y to unravel. Defeated enemies must be unraveled for a brief duration, which will heal you slightly. Okay. Okay, good. They didn't say it, but if you can lock on by tapping down on the left, on the right analog stick.
Lock on is important.
All right, and unravel.
I did that?
I just did that with my freaking mind.
Be screwed without these hooks.
That's true, you did do that.
It's not that bad.
Okay, no, yeah, it's not that bad yet. Okay, there appears to be a perfect dodge, so I should probably pay attention to when I get hit, to when I'm gonna get hit. Unstoppable attacks. When enemies glowing yellow, it's unleashing an unstoppable attack. Press Y near a health coil to heal. Yep, there's the lock-on. And Combat Compass. Okay, so it lets you know if there's enemies outside of your purview.
It's got that God of War, new God of War thing.
You know, I like it, and I like it better in this one because it's more of a radial as opposed to displaying like a physical circle around Kratos. Because I feel that that's a weird thing to kind of deal with spatially in certain cases, I think.
As long as no one is going like you're on fire, it'll pass.
You're on fire, but you knew that already, didn't you?
It's so weird, because it's like, why? Like, why is it so aggressive about telling me things?
I mean, I know.
Like, the line is literally, you're on fire, it'll pass. Like, thanks?
What's next?
We are fighting comic book monsters now. They fly now.
So far, road.
Oh, there we go. We got that fucking thing where flowers spawn after. Yeah, that's right, because we're clearing out the evil spirits and stuff. Yeah.
It's those voices again. Might be worth checking out.
Yeah, no, like, not to. I feel like this might be a little bit mean, but like, I wish that game trusted you more or gave you an option to pretty aggressively reduce how much that happens to you, because I do think that was actually a bit.
That was like the most common complaint I heard about it.
Yeah,
like,
no.
They need to give me more than 2 minutes to work on a puzzle before Amir or Atreus just tells me the solution to the puzzle.
Look, either give me the visual indicator that I'm on fire, or have the guy tell me that I'm on fire. You don't need to do both. Like, I felt like I was getting babied by that game a little bit. It's not the feeling I want to have when I'm playing my big M-rated game about being a large, angry, but supporting and caring father with a big axe or pair of twin blades.
That third weapon is pretty cool.
Yeah, that extra weapon's pretty cool.
A loom? Alright.
Damn, we're gonna fucking pinprick on that shit and then fall asleep until someone gives us a little smoochie? Fuck. Well, actually, no, this makes sense because, like, the whole thing about, like, the weave and the strands and the stuff, and it's like,
Yeah.
I guess, is this
wheel spinning.
is this our magic upgrade point? Do we get our upgrade
Is this
from
our
the
bonfire?
Oh, damn. Oh, wait, we got a wand, okay.
Our looms our bonfire.
Now why you touching that? Put it down.
Oh.
Keep those hands to yourself. We pack light for a reason.
They can't have gone far. When I fight, I swear I'm gonna
Shut up. Eyes open. They won't stop looking for us, and we can't stop moving. I know y'all nervous, maybe scared, but this ain't my first time doing this. If you trust and listen, you will.
Is this the Underground Railroad?
I think this is the Underground Railroad. I think the Underground Railroad had magical powers.
I'll take you to the river.
Harriet Tubman could actually cast Fireball.
You know that fucking Key and Peele bit?
That's why they never caught her. Every time they showed up, she would just cast Fireball.
You know that fucking Key and Peele bit about how Harriet Tubman did like sick backflips and shit for like 300 miles?
I have not actually seen that.
Oh, it's a good one. And now we're doing it real. New magic object, the distaff. Gives weavers the ability to see past events or echoes caught in the Great Tapestry.
Ghost?
All right.
Best chance of getting downriver.
So the history is written on a great tapestry, and we have the power to unravel it and see spooky ghosts escape slavery. Good for them. Keep that shit up. I hope nothing bad happens at a later point in the tapestry of history. There's the upgrade menu. Floofs!
Historically, things have been great for black people at pretty much any point in America's history.
You have never been righter, other white man.
Well, there was that one time when Obama got elected and he made everyone look bad.
That was pretty cool.
Obama got elected, and then after he got a second term for being pretty cool despite all the drones, the Republican Party decided that will never happen again, and also that women are the devil.
To be fair, Obama was the first president who had access to the drone shit. Like, if George W. Bush had access to that, he'd be drone striking people all the time. You can't tell me otherwise. I won't believe you.
I will say, to my understanding, he also initially ran on an anti-gay marriage point, and then later decided to do that in his term. So I don't know. I guess he just did whatever was popular.
Really wild, how his whole thing was it's a civil union, it's not technically marriage, because large amounts of America were just kind of nah when it came to gay marriage up until relatively recently.
Unfortunately, there's still a very large portion of America that's deeply anti-gay marriage.
Yeah, well, it is legal federally now, so they can go fuck themselves.
Thankfully, none of them will be watching the stream on principle alone.
What is this game's woke rating? I bet it's super woke because you play as a black woman.
True.
Play as a black woman, and the antagonist appears to be an old white lady.
True.
So this is at least a 4.
But also potentially generational trauma, so that's kind of up in the air. I feel like we're gonna be getting to I feel like at some point this game might get into that bit about how people who have gone through traumatic events have that shit written into their DNA throughout history. Is that how I have the magic powers? Because of my participation?
Have you ever played Assassin's Creed? You know, the genetic memory from Assassin's Creed?
True.
That's real, but literally only for traumatic events.
True. As a white individual, I've as far as I'm aware, I've never been through any kind of war crimes unless my memory has been erased, but I don't think that exists. Yet. Well, I will say I got some gray hairs, but that's mainly due to the anxiety.
Had to be ours.
Seniors 84. I feel like I was dangerously close to treading into saying something completely insane. I'm glad I pulled myself out of that.
No looking back. Just gotta clear the next hurdle in front of me.
I don't think I can get that. I don't think I can get that one.
It would be horrible if you said something untoward on stream.
I'll get cancelled.
True.
Whole family's forced to make do with so damn little.
So true. By God, you guys need those reparations. I feel okay now that also teetered into that one where it's wow, look at all of my feminist literature.
God, I just started watching Abbott Elementary, and from the first episode on, there's this teacher called Jacob.
Yeah.
He's all into he's a history teacher, so that's cool. But he reads Black history, which is also good. But the way he talks about it in conversation is that one guy that keeps trying to talk about how cool JoJo is. It's shut up, shut up, shut up.
Is it pandering
See,
teacher in Boondocks?
He just keeps trying to work it in all the time to show how cool he is.
He just keeps bringing it up unprompted.
Yeah.
Every day I think to myself, I need to sound woke, but not in a way that makes me cringe, like Jacob from Abbott Elementary. They can't call me Mr. C because that means Mr. Cringe or no, Mr. Corny. It's because he's corny. The last thing I want in my life is to be called a corny white person. By God.
How far have you gotten? And The Good Place, LaRouche.
Oh, The Good Place, same spot.
What?
Same spot.
Same spot.
Yeah, so episode 5.
Okay.
I've only watched 2 episodes of The Good Place. I gotta get back to that, actually.
Yeah.
It's good.
Nope.
I like Eleanor. I like how much of a piece of shit she is.
You know, I will say this feels a little floaty, but I do hope at some point I get a heavy attack. I hope this isn't just the
That one was fast.
this isn't just the unravel button. God, if this is a one button fighter, I'll be a little bit concerned about the quality of this game. You need at least 2 buttons or some directional inputs. Ideally
Give me a
both.
second button.
Oh, press strand push.
It's a second strand type game.
God.
Should prove useful.
We found it.
I'll be honest. I mean, you know, credit where credit's due. Anytime I hear the word strand, my thought immediately goes Code Jumbo. He's so smart and cool. He was right about COVID. Oh my god.
He was though. Shut up.
He was though. He's deeply afraid that he's been blessed with the gift of prophecy. Perform a tin flip. Sure.
The modern Cassandra.
Yeah, alright.
Whatever that is,
How many
I'm glad I
pieces
did
of
it.
loose tin are there in this game that's an achievement?
I mean,
Is
like,
that,
there's
the
a-
one?
I mean, like, I got 5 out of 135 points for doing that. I will be flipping a lot of tin, it seems. I'm picking up on a vibe that I'll be flipping a lot of tin today. Oh, hey, look, another tin flip. Fuck yeah. Yeah, this is giving me, yeah. Okay, so, like, linear, but with distinct exploration shit going on.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see.
That's not so bad.
Weaved enemies take more damage from all sources. That's kind of okay. Strand push inflicts increased damage to enemies. That's also pretty okay. Aerial rend. Ooh. Press X to slam the ground, damaging enemies nearby. Okay. Now I just need a stinger. That's interesting because it seems like they kind of want me to play this game like a wizard, actually. Because, like, you do the charge attack and you get, like, a distinct range with an AoE attached to it. Finally, the first action wizard type game.
Just can't get enough of me.
Oh, shit. Ah, shit. Okay, there's something going on here, you know? Might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Ooh, ee, ah, ooh, ee, ah. It's funny because I was looking for, like, a new ringtone, because I've had the same, like, chiptune version of the Evangelion theme for, like, 5+ years. And before finally settling on the No More Heroes 3 main theme, which I'm actually amazed that they had, because it is just the one from the game, and it's not like a cover or anything. They did have a ringtone that was just ooh, ee, ah, ee, ah, ee. Oh, we're doing pushes and pulls now. All right. This is the most innovative version. This is the most innovative version of the push the box mechanic I've ever seen in a video game. It's actually fast and doesn't feel that boring to do. Ooh, nope. To the old spirits reading this message. You can understand me. Use the radio waves to speak through my spirit voice box. I can't see you, but I want to help lay you to rest.
Now that I think about it, the most innovative push the box in a video game to me
Well,
was
Judge,
Human Fall Flat.
well, look where you are now.
You ever play that
I've heard
game?
Human
I haven't
Fall Flat
meaning
is
to-
good, but I've not played it.
Yeah,
No.
just like picking up an object or doing anything in that game was like bullshit, but in like a really fun way. So yeah, that
Like it's by the Gang Beast people, isn't it? Like it's the same sort
Yeah.
of movement. Just it's
yeah,
a platformer instead of a weird fighting game.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Not to sound mean, but I always kind of thought that was like one of those like streamer bait games. So I was never like super interested in it.
Gang Beast
I don't
is
know about
fun.
that.
No, like Human Fall Flat specifically. I played Gang Beast I know is fun. I will say I think that's mainly because I learned about Human Fall Flat primarily through various YouTubers playing it. Because, you know, YouTubers were the style at the time when that came out.
And you didn't play Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy?
I did try playing Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. I never finished it.
Shocking.
Did you ever get over the fact that he didn't finish it?
Nah, I mean, yeah, no, like, I mean,
I think this
like, I think I've just kind of come to the realization within my life and legacy that, like, I don't necessarily, if there's a game that I don't really vibe with or I don't enjoy, depending on how much money I've spent, I don't really need to feel obligated to play it.
I got the trailer for Human Fall Flat is just a bunch of the physics being shown off.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Also that I don't
I
necessarily...
think so goofy and the controls are obtuse. Have fun, idiot.
How do I put this in a way that doesn't make me seem like I'm afraid of being a little bit of a loser. I do not come to the video game space to get frustrated at playing video games, but like in a way that where they're designed to be frustrating. Like if it's a game,
Not even frustrating. It's just like silly.
I mean, no, not Human Fall Flat, like Getting Over It specifically, like rage games, like games that are designed to be like deliberately unfair or punishing. Like,
like
you're not
Blob.
gonna play I Want to Be the Guy.
yeah, no, and like, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna sit here and be like I'm superior to you because I engage with media differently. Like, no, I just don't really feel like fucking around with that. But like, if you enjoy that. If you've cultivated an audience around playing games that drive you to drink, by all means, I will never turn up my nose.
was here. I wonder how many
But also, they're generally pretty cheap, so like, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. I will say, I
Miles
think
Luna built his entire career on it, and he's married to Ruby Rose now.
god damn, shit.
Wait, which Ruby Rose?
The one with the W.
reach.
Ruby Rose.
The lady who voices Ruby.
Ah, I see.
Lindsay Jones. I was thinking Lindsay Sterling, and I'm like, no, it's definitely not that.
I want to say shout out to her because I've seen her like voice reel on TikTok, so it looks like she's trying to start branching out and doing other voice work stuff. So you know, good for her.
Are you saying Rooster Teeth isn't profiting for her?
I'm getting the vibe that Rooster Teeth isn't very profitable at the moment.
I was also confusing
Did it?
Miles Luna and Michael Jones, apparently.
Didn't it come back?
Did it? I mean, so parts of it came back.
She was Amble versus Blue.
Yeah, no.
To find her house down river. Hazel fell
Yeah, I mean, it must have been a pretty. It must be like a pretty like reasonable like. It's gotta be like a really like nice solid thing to have on your
That's a character
resume.
from the later seasons.
Mhm.
That makes sense why I don't recognize them.
You know, at the very least, it must be like a nice thing to have like a thing on your voice acting resume where you play a character that was partially made for you in a game that wasn't made by you, because you have all the fucking Ruby characters in Cross Tag Battle.
Best of all,
I will say, I think the funnier part about that game is that they made a story expansion for Cross Tag Battle at one point, and Ruby shows up for like 2 seconds in that, and she just does not do the high-pitched voice the entire time. It's just her natural speaking voice.
It's like it's the end of Ultra Despair Girls all over again.
Yeah, no, I just remembered that, like, she just stopped doing the Koharu voice for some reason.
Let our house be in one piece.
That was just Jeremy Lay was like, I just want to cash this fucking check, dude. I'm so tired of voicing this shit. Remember that tickle scene? Fuck. I don't want to be here anymore. Well, target again has pressed LT to hold a larva
I, in
haint.
fact, do not remember the tickle scene because I'm not a fucking psycho.
Fair enough. Then press right trigger to throw it. Throw larva haints to inflict damage on other haints.
Despair Girls.
You know what?
Oh,
Good
that
for-
scene. I thought you meant Ruby. I was like,
Count yourself lucky that you don't think about the tickle scene. The amount of years...
I think I routinely forget about it on purpose because it's not worth remembering.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I actually do remember that there was a tickle scene now. Well, fuck me, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps trying to get me to buy a Vowed Premium Edition.
Why? Oh, like the stream?
I don't know. It just comes up in my notifications. It's just like, it's just like, hey, why aren't you buying a Vowed? Why don't you have Xbox Live, damn you?
Why don't you want to buy Game Pass or spend $70+ on this, like, AA video game?
This game you've never heard of and expressed zero interest in.
Hey, you're a gamer. Buy our product.
Well.
No.
Well, shit, you know? Can't argue with that.
Damn,
Yeah.
I guess you hate video games then.
I think there's something to be said about how... Because, like, I'm somebody who's had to do, like, research for, like, color theory and, like, marketing and all that jazz. And as somebody who's experienced it firsthand, I feel like all modern science regarding, like, how advertising works has been thrown out the fucking window because there's just so much advertising happening to you all at once that people have become numb to it. And, like, very highly specific versions of advertising actually work now. Like, I don't get why companies even bother fucking having advertising budgets anymore. People aren't looking at that on principle. They're so tired of seeing 1 billion ads.
Every time I see a Disney Plus ad,
my ad blocker.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I see a Disney Plus ad on like a YouTube video because I'm watching it on my phone,
Mm-hmm.
like it's never going to be something that's coming out or coming up soon. It's always something that came out like 5 months ago. It's like, oh man, you can watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Holy shit.
Heard it's good. I don't need to see an ad for it though.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it's also because, hey, guess when I watched it? When it came out.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, more than that, I think that it's, like, because of how the internet functions, the most you need to do is, like, give a vague teaser about what something is about, and then word of mouth will carry, like, most major corporations home. Or have Markiplier stream your fucking video game. Do you know how many things... You know how much money Amnesia, The Dark Descent made because PewDiePie decided to carry a box around? Oh no, wait, yeah, Stefano or some shit. I know Markiplier tiny boxed him.
I don't fucking remember.
I know PewDiePie had something. It was like Stefano or some shit. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah,
Look,
it was some shit he carried around.
Somebody was carrying around something. like someone, like, they could just make, like, here's a very mild trailer for a show called Severance, made by Ben Stiller, and then someone will go on social media and go, yo,
Ben
fucking...
Stiller made that show?
Yeah, he made that show!
Yeah, that's
Stiller
the
wasn't
crazy
involved
part.
in that at all.
Like,
Did he write it, or did he just, like...
no, he's,
is
like,
it his
writer,
baby?
his
director.
creation.
Yeah, like, it's his baby. He made that shit.
Damn. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, like, I feel like that's enough to
I've heard
get
Severance
people...
is very good. It's on my list of things to
Yeah.
to watch.
I do think there was... I feel like we kind of glossed over it, but there was a cutscene showing them, like, escaping from slavery, and the person guiding them was like, hey, by the way, you need to be able to do a double jump for you to be able to escape slavery.
It's the only way.
You see, I have the magic power that gives me the double jump. You guys gotta learn how to do the double jump now.
You can't double jump Going right back to that plantation.
You have to learn how to parry.
Axis throw.
Oh no, okay, so she learned how she did these things. She scouted ahead.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, it's time for Breath of the Wild, baby!
Quickest way to the river.
I don't know how uncommon of an opinion this is, but over time I find myself less enthusiastic about those particular Zelda games. I know there's a lot of people who've been talking about...
Breath of the Wild.
True.
I have not played the second one, or literally any other Zelda game, to be fair.
I would be curious to see how you feel about the second one, because the second one is genuinely more of the first one, but with a new mechanic.
Finish the first one first.
I feel like that also speaks for something. That some people... Because I'm guessing there's a lot of people who just didn't bother to finish that game. I will tell you, I think I spent,
one
like...
of those things where I think I put it down because I was playing other stuff at the time also, and just never really picked it back up.
I think that's a very distinct faculty of the 100-plus hour open-world video game adventure, in which there's a very good chance that something else will interest you because they're so fucking long, and then you'll just drop it and then never pick it back up.
That was also before, where it's like, I am playing this one game until it is done, and then I will move to the next one.
I'm worried that's gonna happen.
Before I was doing that.
I'm worried that's gonna happen to me with fucking... Because, like, genuinely, I do enjoy the new Assassin's Creed game. I'm not done with it yet. I've played it for a rather long time. But in between playing that, I also finished the first Berserker Kazan and Atomfall, which was, like, a collective, like, 60-ish hour video game.
I didn't get my 999 for the weekend yet.
True.
I've not played that at all this week.
I would love to watch more 999 for the weekend. There's a part of me that really wants to run into here and see if a gator, like, snaps at me or something.
I mean, there is a caution sign.
I mean, like, see...
Also,
there's literally a gator right there.
Doesn't kill you. Yeah, there's one right there. Walk up to it, see what happens.
Roll.
Hey, buddy, what's...
Roll. Oh, that's actually nothing.
Okay, but what if I get in front of it, like... No, okay, it's just vibing.
You'll still fall in the water.
I mean, I will say, from what I've understood from that guy on TikTok who walks around in his bare feet in the Florida Everglades, swamp puppies are actually kind of docile?
I mean, they're not going to bother people unless you're, like, next to their eggs, or
yeah, like,
they think you're a threat, or they're very hungry.
They necessarily go after humans unless you give them a reason to.
Yeah, no, like...
Or they're very hungry.
Like, you can kind of get their attention a little bit if you want to by, like, slapping the water, because they'll come over to see what the hubbub is. But unless you're, like, running up on them, they'll probably just leave you alone. Oh. Flash flood. Giant peach? James? Is that tangerine?
Where's that fucking French spider?
Yeah, no, no, yeah, that is 100% a giant. These are 100% giant peaches. I think the mosquitoes are the least of your interests. Catfish.
Who's there?
You up here.
Where?
Huh?
My salvation.
Hey, buddy.
Fish. No.
You've got magic. The sky's the limit, lady.
Stranger things than me. And I was so sorry to hear about your misfortunation. You find your
Misfortunation.
How do you know about my mama?
Well, before I tell you what I know, would you mind? This gentleman here scooped me up, but he ain't been equally good about letting go. Would you kindly do everything and help
Oh wow, that is a tree giant.
What we be think?
Oh,
The thing you've been doing.
sound cares underwater. It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver such as yourself. And lo and behold, with this time and all.
I just found this thing.
You know, it's a shame that Microsoft doesn't have the Marvel license, because this feels like a great opportunity for Gambit to show up and just start saying some shit.
Sure.
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh, you really don't know.
You know, I really like product. I want to see more product in my product.
Disappointing.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I just like Gambit. I think he's fucking cool.
Oh, no. Mortified to a fan, no. I just, well, you can't see strands, can't you? Like knots,
I
tangles,
may have played Death
thingies.
Stranding.
Thingies? What are you talking about?
Like strings floating in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Well then, I can teach you the rest. And a train weaver ought to be able to rescue her and Mama easy. I can even help you find.
I think they needed to put some lines around those subtitles because the sun is making it hard to see. Big turtle.
Now, when something terrible or
Weasel.
unnatural happens to a creature, the strands get all knotted. Now, this here tree went through some tribulations. Must have left his knots all over the place. All you gotta do is use your magic bottle and...
Wait. I don't have a magic bottle.
No?
Oh, fuck, never mind.
Well, there's an old bottle tree over this way.
Yeah, sure. Let's go to the bottle tree.
Always glinting in my eyes from it. You could probably find one there.
Okay, so I get the magic bottle and then.
Just get it. I'll tell you the rest after. But hurry.
You know, I think that Forspoken would have been a lot more charming if instead of a snarky gauntlet, it was a giant catfish that spoke like it was from the bayou. This is actually kind of a less annoying Forspoken, and honestly, I'm here for it.
It's got more charm to it as well.
It has... Charm really does go a long way when you're moving shit with your freaking mind.
And less canny faces as well.
Mm-hmm. That's also important. Unravel sets off as... Actually, I like that. Actually, no, wait, is this a... Oh, this is like a pick and choose, I think. You only get one or the other.
It not you, it Gambit.
That's how Gambit broke up with his fiance.
And not you, it Gambit.
Why did he write it like that? Oh, so why did he refer to himself in third person?
Because Gambit do that a lot. Gambit refer to himself in the third person very often.
Suppose I
Sorry,
haven't
he
actually
referred to himself
read-
in the third person very often, Cherie.
Suppose I haven't actually read that much of X-Men comics at all.
Sup, bitches and bros and non-binary hoes?
Hello.
I'm drunk.
I'm all of those things. Hello.
Wait, Sim is drunk?
Hell yeah.
No. Less than I was earlier.
Well,
I
I mean,
have
you
never-
could say that at any point. If you stop
I have
drinking at
never
all.
heard of you being drunk ever, Sim.
I've been tipsy in these voice calls multiple times. This is
Well, yeah,
not
you're just
new.
not bragging about it.
Oh, I've been flat out crazy once. Everyone knows how white girl wasted I can get.
Yesterday
I'm actually not
struggling to
sure.
finish my shifts, and now I'm
I'll
fighting
go off,
with
Queen.
3 glasses of wine, 3 glasses of wine later, and I become the woo guy.
It white wine or red wine?
It was white. Sparkling, too.
Well, I mean, that does sound pretty tasty.
Don't tread on my property. No, Trident? Let's go. Oh, it's foreclosed. Goddamn.
Later, Gator.
God.
Oh, this is that one game.
Yeah, South of Midnight. Oozing with charm and
Cool.
personality, and we're going around the fucking bayou. Look out for them gators.
So far.
And the giant peaches, I guess.
That's a bottle trick.
It's not quite what I expected it to be, but it's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm. Not quite what I was expecting, but not something I dislike either. Oh, they weren't
It
kidding!
looks pretty cool.
That's a bottle tree.
Yeah. A lot of people do stuff like that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, the idea is that if you put the bottles at least symmetric in areas...
Hey, get out of here, you damn boo hag!
Boo what?
What the hell?
Jumping through the air back there.
You can call
No
people
one but a
that.
boo hag can do that. I ain't gonna steal my soul while I sleep.
Look, I'm
What?
sorry, I need a bottle.
Yeah? Even you're not a boo hag.
Illuminati!
Prove it. I know well you boo hag can't abide the color blue.
See? I ain't no.
She's wearing blue. Yeah, she is wearing blue jeans.
Yeah, this guy might be stupid or crazy.
Thing is, I need all my bottles.
Why does this guy look like he's from a Telltale game?
I was about to say, he reminds me of Kenny.
It does kind of have a Telltale art style as well. Yeah.
And they clump up around places of old pain. You know, some folks say that if you scoop up those clumps, put them in a bottle, put that bottle in a bottle tree, you could cure the pain.
Yeah, that's why I need a bottle.
You can see this dude's ribs underneath the thing.
Yeah, he's a very skinny individual.
Is that a beaver?
Yeah,
No, it can't be a beaver. Look at the tail.
Those are
I
beavers.
guess it's a nutria then.
Those damn haints. This part of the river's filthy with them. Ever since
I don't understand why this has such low reviews. It's very fun for the most part.
Yeah, it seems good so far.
Yeah, no, like I don't really. Yeah, it's very solid.
It's not like blowing me out of the water, but like it's good. I'd play this.
Is
and
it
have
blowing you out of the
fun.
bayou?
Not to mention,
What are some of the
Hey,
negative reviews about this?
I
This
will-
looks fine so far.
well, so I think I mean, for the record, there's like generally very positive reviews, but I feel like I've heard and seen of some ones that that are like relatively low, but they don't really address the story at all or the characters and anything like that. They just mainly just talk about like the
most of
gameplay.
the gameplay itself is fairly simple. But,
I mean, yeah, but that's not really like a big. That's not really a big issue.
Gameplay can... Whoa!
Honestly, I think a big part of this is the aesthetic, or like the aesthetic, the visuals, the stuff that's going on. It's all pretty cool. I like it.
Vortex. Should check that out.
You know, we should go check that out, but also we have the bottle, so we should go free the big catfish. Ooh, I hope this isn't copyrighted.
Life must be hard out here.
Honestly, I think a big thing is that, like, you know, sometimes you just need like what I would describe as like a palate cleanser game, and this feels like something that would have come out a couple of years ago.
Huh? You couldn't pay me to go out there.
That is more than fair. Nobody wants to go out any kind of water at night.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I'm right on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're into that sort of thing, then more power to you. Just make sure you do it in a safe environment. Also, damn, those are some huge peaches!
Yeah, it's James and his giant beach.
where is Miss Spider?
Where is Miss Spider?
Where is she?
Wait, why are you asking about Miss Spider?
Because it's James and the
we all
giant
know
beach.
why.
Over there.
No, I mean specifically why just
You're-
Miss
well,
Spider, why
because
not
she's
just Miss
hot,
Centipede or
obvious.
Miss Ladybug?
Well, you see, Kaneko, hear me out.
Because the glowworm is like an 80-year-old woman who can't hear anything.
Ooh, look at that crane over there.
And Ms. Ladybug has way too many kids. She's
Mhm.
she's not focusing on romance.
Ooh.
I found one of those healing things.
Mm-hmm. Hey there, I got
Like
the box.
this big floating catfish guy.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, it's like he's caught up in a giant, in a giant's hand that's turned into a big
ass
tree.
hand.
I got the bottle. What do I do with it?
Is his frame rate supposed to be like that?
No, yeah, that is a deliberate
Yeah,
thing.
Okay.
It's very
These
clearly
are fit.
going.
They have different frame rates.
It's going for
Oh,
that
you're
like.
talking about the animation. Yeah,
It's-
it's kind of almost a stop motion thing going on.
Yeah, it's going for that like stop motion kind of vibe. Oh man, my first main thought was like, did they do it because Miles Morales is a lower frame rate than everybody else in that movie? But no, I think they're just going for a stop motion thing.
Okay, so then what's up with all the giant peaches and flowers?
Honestly, vibes. I think.
This place is some kind of magical swamp, full
Like-
of magic.
Like we've taken
Magic Bayou.
This is simply a metaphor for how if you take a step out of your usual town, you will simply find giant peaches and remnants of a time long gone.
It's magical ruralism.
Ooh.
The American wilderness is actually full of
Coin that.
enriching things. Mothman will eat your ass at Denny's if you find him there.
I still cannot believe you actually found somebody who actually had that as a bumper sticker.
And I can't believe that Mothman ate his ass. What the fuck? I've waited at Denny's for like 3 years and he still hasn't shown up.
I'm not sure I've ever been to Denny's.
Have you been
You're
to an
not missing
IHOP?
much.
Oh shit.
I've been to an IHOP.
Imagine an IHOP, but not as good.
But also less expensive.
Damn.
Well,
I've
I
been to
mean, yeah,
IHOP and
that's
I've been to
the draw.
Well,
I've been to Waffle House.
I
Ooh.
have been to a Waffle House.
Oh, that's a good reloaded animation. I like that.
That was
That's
cool.
fun.
I'd
I
say
went-
Denny's is slightly better than a Waffle House.
I've never actually been to Waffle House. All I know about Waffle House is what I've seen on the internet.
You live
I went
in
to
the South.
Waffle House.
I've been to Waffle House more than you have. They don't even exist up here.
I went to
True.
Waffle House before noon and nobody was bleeding. I want my fucking money back.
That's because you have to go like
Well,
super
that's 'cause
late.
You went before noon.
That you have to
That's the
go.
problem.
You have to go.
Yeah,
Like
apparently
this
all the
implies you were
Africans at
thirsty
Waffle
for
Houses-
to see some blood, but not convicted enough to try to attack someone.
I also didn't get any fucking waffles.
Damn.
Well, I mean that's well. They
You
also have
did.
their backgrounds.
Something with it.
I'd go there just to get some chicken and
I didn't get
waffles.
the fucking hash browns.
Ugh, what'd you even
Did you
get?
order-
A black single black coffee.
I don't remember, like eggs or some shit.
There is a. There's a
Were they
fucking.
good?
They were
I mean, you
eggs.
can't say they didn't advertise the waffles.
Ow.
You know, come to think of
Oh,
it, I
shit.
don't remember actually eating food there. I think we just went there and fucked off after a while.
Oh!
It was a traumatic experience. LaRouche doesn't remember a thing.
I'm nervy.
Eviction notice.
Blocked that night out.
These houses can't have been up to code.
Oh, the Flood family aren't just a law firm. They're also a bunch of pieces of shit.
Well, color me shocked.
Note: this character is related to the Flood family.
Look, a fishing pole.
Unfortunately, despite the fact that
So,
this game takes place in
what
the
is-
bayou, I do not detect any fishing mechanics in this game. Therefore, making it an inferior product to Final Fantasy
what that
15.
So, who are the Flood family?
The Flood
They're a
family
family.
are the rich white people who
They
own
seem
this
to
part of the
be
town.
An affluent family who
Oh,
lives in the
so-
area.
Oh, so stereotypical
Affluent,
southern
old
pieces.
money,
And I believe
Did they wear white
uh,
suits and
singer
large
town
hats?
kind of
Mhm.
thing.
and I believe that our
They come from
father.
old money.
I'm guessing that
And
our
they sound kind
fa-
of like this.
I think our
The
father.
current matriarch of the family is her grandma.
How can you
Yeah.
hate this game? How can you hate this? Who could ever
They
hate
come
this
to-
game? Look at this fucking picture and tell me that this game is not the
Look
best
at-
thing you
That
played
is
in years.
awesome.
It is, though.
Being pulled by a bunch of
The flood,
alligators.
Larson and Rain.
The Flood family comes from old money, and by old I mean possibly single-digit presidential.
Mm-hmm.
You mean the cotton picking money?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say. Yeah, I thought you were
It's
just
not-
gonna say.
I- you know, I didn't wanna-
race.
I didn't want to put it that way, but yeah, possibly.
It's
That
entirely
is-
possible.
That because
Back in
that
it.
That was a
Because-
colonial style mansion they were
Mhm.
living in.
yeah, because that is essentially what most southern old money is from.
It's bad that I see
Holy shit, these
stigma, and
demons
I
are
think it says sigma.
No, it's stigma, not sigma.
It's a
Eliminate the
stigmata.
What's a stigma?
Dude, these things are awesome.
You know, I just realized that we're literally clearing stigma. That's a fairly straightforward metaphor.
Time to clear
Yeah.
stigma and praise society.
Scientology, Scientology. Ow, my life.
Don't die.
I'm working on it.
Hey, we can't afford it.
There's no room in the budget for my death.
There's no. You can't afford to die as a Scientologist. Not while you have any money.
Oh, these things are so freaky. I
Your
love it.
contract stipulates another 2 seasons.
What is that from?
I mean, look at Tom Cruise.
My
I mean, this
brain.
guy's clearly getting too old, but he's getting this vitality from somewhere. I'm just saying the Church of Scientology uses black magic to make people younger.
Tom Cruise is the only success story of the Church of Scientology.
What about John Travolta?
Hey.
I think so, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he's
If you get rid of the
he's been that
hide,
way
you can
for a
get
while.
rid of all.
He's
of
been a
them.
Scientologist for about as long as he's been bald.
He's been pretty bald for a long time.
John Travolta is bald.
Oh yeah, he's been for for a long time.
I guess I'm not privy exactly to John Travolta and whatever the fuck he's been going to the
Hey,
bar
guess
with.
why? Because he doesn't show up in movies anymore.
Just gonna say he kind of stopped doing stuff a while ago.
I would go out on a I wouldn't even be going out
I
on a
think the
limb to
last
say
thing-
he's pretty much soft retired.
Don't go on a lamb for him.
The last thing he did was Gotti, which sucked. Shock.
I have not seen it, or
The old picture they have for him on Wikipedia is from 2018, and he still has hair.
Oh, okay. So maybe not that long.
But it might be a wig.
It could be wig. Chat, is this wig?
Dad, is this Chief Wiggum?
This could be Chief Wiggum, chat. Daytona. Ow.
He's also an experienced pilot.
A guy can't have hobbies.
Apparently, Brigadier General Chuck Yeager gave him a Golden Plate Award by the Awards Council. And he's been...
Not too bad.
There we go. Let me just go ahead and clear out the stigma.
That knot looks worse than the others.
Unravel that shit.
What's happening?
Ooh, we're in the spirit realm now.
Benji and his brother's troubles began when they were forced to move again. Their maw thought it best for Benji, who was bullied badly for being in his own world. But
Oh, we're getting the story on the giant peaches.
What was that? Some kind of ghost man?
Peach.
The bottle.
What is a ghost memory?
Maybe it's like memories
How
of a
is it
time long
different from a
past.
regular memory?
It's from a ghost.
I'm guessing it works like how like that one stand from JoJo Part 6.
It's encode spell. It's encode thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I get it now. Maybe if I fill this up, I can help Catfish.
Can I upgrade? I cannot upgrade.
So I'm finding the reason that we haven't seen John Travolta in any movie since Gotti in 2018 is because they're all direct to video.
Ah.
That's never good.
Speed Kills, an American crime drama, which is all about how John Travolta hates drugs.
Okay,
What
so
is it called?
Speed Kills. Speedboat racing champion and multimillionaire Ben Aronoff leads a double life that lands him in trouble with the law and with drug lords.
okay, so he's just in his coasting
God.
phase.
So
This is
he
so cheap looking.
hates
Trading
he hates
paint.
drug lords, but he starred in a movie about John Gotti as John Gotti.
Also released as
Outstanding.
Burning Rubber with John Travolta, Michael Madsen, Shania Twain.
Shania Twain.
You know, famed actress Shania Twain.
Did they kick everyone out?
Mm-hmm.
It's about him in the Tal Short Track being a racer that presumably doesn't exist.
Oh, hold on a second. Gotta do a 10 flip. Hell yeah.
Okay, one of these direct-to-release ones is with Morgan Freeman.
Princess.
Yeah, that tracks.
You know, I
It
gotta
was still
say,
a commercial failure, though.
Fortunate. What were you gonna say, Larish?
We're gonna
I
say-
gotta
I gotta say, and then you didn't say anything else.
I thought someone else was talking. You know, I gotta say, my favorite Shania Twain movies are Shania Twain, You've Got Away music video, Shania Twain, Man, I Feel Like a Woman music video, and Shania Twain, Today Is Your Day music video.
I mean,
Your
is
top three.
is today my
Yeah.
day? How
Okay,
will I know?
now I'm
That
looking at the Poison
depends.
Rose. This movie might actually be good because it's John Travolta, Morgan Freeman,
Ooh.
Brendan Fraser,
Okay.
Mhm.
Famke Jensen
That's
from
not how this
X-Men.
works.
From
See,
X-Men.
that's what happens when
That's a
Yeah, she
lot
was
of
Jean Grey
names.
from the 2000s X-Men films.
Uh,
Robert Patrick,
hmm. Okay.
and Peter Stormare.
Okay.
It's a lot of names. Goddamn.
And Cat Graham.
Me when someone I know starts listing names.
Me when I see the credits for a Ubisoft game.
That's a lot of names. Me when I look at the sex offender registry and cross reference it with people who used to be Ubisoft employees.
Unfortunately, the movie that John Travolta was in next that showed up in theaters was The Fanatic, a movie where he is
yeah.
where he looks like
I'm about to talk
looks
about The
and acts
Fanatic.
like Chris Chan and is a stalker.
Yeah, I remember
movie
that
fucking
one.
sucked.
I wasn't sure if it was him, but yeah, no, that was John Travolta.
stay light on my feet.
If you want to watch a movie where John Travolta does a really bad job acting at someone with autism and possibly a few other mental illnesses.
He's definitely a psychopath because he's stalking and attacking people.
I appreciate the wording of perform perfect dodges. Like, just an amount of them. At least
Don't worry about it.
a couple of them, yeah.
Oh,
Kick their ass.
2022,
Kick
John
their ass.
Travolta is in Paradise City with Bruce Willis.
Oh,
These films.
Oh no.
It's from Saban Films.
Oh,
Limited theaters
no.
and video on demand.
Really? Okay, if it's video on demand, then that kind of.
Oh no, not the Bond film. Oh, not Time Saban. That is Time Saban, right? That's the one you're talking about?
Yes, Chaim Saban created
Oh,
this
no.
enterprise.
Oh no.
Wait, I think I zoned out a bit. What franchise are you talking about?
Saban.
Saban Films, created by known cheap businessman Chaim Saban, who created Power Rangers by ripping off Sentai.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see.
I've been.
I mean, he literally bought the rights to Sentai and then made it Power Rangers, but...
Yeah, and then they
I think
fired the
that's a
Yellow
little
Ranger
bit
for
better.
speaking out
That's
against
a little
them.
bit better than anything else.
Well, I'm saying it in a detrimental way because he's a bad person.
I mean, yeah, but still. Like, if someone else was to do that, then, like, you'd be insulting them.
Heartless.
Like, legit.
They can do that to a rabbit.
Only some of the Power Rangers deserve the scorn of millions.
Oh, thanks, Mom. Mm-hmm.
Bottles half full.
My mother is giving me some underbed storage so I can help compartmentalize my living system.
Yay!
Yay!
Nice.
Cash Out 2024 with John Travolta, Kristen Davis from Sex and the City, and Quavo, a rapper from Migos.
Yeah, Quavo. He's
Professional
best one
thief
out of those.
Masons attempting his biggest heist in the world with his
Look at
brother.
this dude is
Lucas
shitting and
Haas.
grinning.
They're gonna rob a bank, but it turns out the cops are already there, and the lead negotiator is his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
She looks
Wow. What does Quavo play in this movie?
I'm guessing if I had to go out on a limb, probably his ex-wife's new lover.
he looked like
It just says he plays someone named Anton. There is no synopsis for the film. That's all it gave me. This is also by Savan Films.
Nah.
I see. But yeah, I know if you were gonna pick a rapper from Atlanta to be in a movie, and it wasn't Andre 3000 or Childish Gambino, or Donald Glover, I should say, because they've already been in movies. Quavo's not a bad pick.
Oh yeah, sorry. I still have to give you. I have to give you.
Especially the
Okay.
three Migos.
Yeah, no
people.
worries.
If the other three
Okay.
dudes in Migos, he's the one I would pick.
All right,
Because
back to what I was
Update.
doing.
Takeoff is
It seems
unfortunately
that
dead. And
Cash Out
I'm not
is
done!
Saban Films trying to make their own Fast and the Furious franchise because now they've got a sequel.
Okay,
High
whatever.
Rollers. Also with Quavo.
Oh.
Quavo's back. Digital and limited release in theaters by Saban Films. Last March. You can tell it's a quality movie when it comes out in March.
Yeah.
It was shot at a casino in Mississippi.
I thought "fuck you, it's January" was the term. Oh, look at those little guys.
I mean, there are lots of rough spots in the calendar year.
Okay.
Yeah, January is just where horror films go to die.
I see. Yeah, what were you gonna say, Larish?
I was gonna say, if you're gonna pick one of the guys in Migos, he's the one to pick, because Takeoff is unfortunately not with us, and Offset won't stop cheating on Cody B.
Oh, you see. One step at a time.
But yeah, Quavo's the good pick.
Oh, okay.
Coming
Is it
soon,
sad?
John Travolta, Katherine Heigl, and Christopher Walken in That's Amore, a musical romantic comedy.
See, that's nice and all, but when are we
and
gonna?
William Fichtner.
When are we gonna have a story called "That's Amore" about an eel?
John Travolta hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
That's a lawsuit.
Exactly. I'm looking at the guy who directed this, and he has directed a bunch of things that sound absolute shit. Wait, no, these are
Name
things
one.
he's acted in. Also shit. Let's see. I'm just gonna go down the list here. Psycho Cop 2, Coyote Ugly, Machine, Jersey Shark Attack. He's in the Poison Rose too. The Birthday Cake, Alien Warnos, American Boogie Woman.
What?
The Many Saints of Newark.
She's got the boogie in her
Monstrous.
soul. You would deny her that?
Yes.
Every last one of them.
That's literally
In the
what it's
kingdom
called.
of the blind, the man with one eye is king.
That's a long ass name. For
Why
a
did he
film.
direct a movie? And he directed it, so he probably had some control over why it was that fucking long.
That is a long
A
as
crime
heck title.
drama starring himself.
Weren't no bears around here. To rhubarb, it was proof that things was going to get a lot worse.
Jesus, they wanted to kill a guy because he was special? God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
You know,
is the
'cause
swamp.
they're
I mean,
Mhm.
What kind of person?
We are in the South.
you should have done that. He was just a boy.
Oh, I wonder if Benji turned into that, like, the giant that's carrying the catfish then, because the peaches are gigantic, and Benji likes peaches from what I can tell. Oh, the bear trap in question.
Ugh, nasty, cruel work.
Oh, that's one of those old cool bear traps.
If it were up to me, there would never be a bear trap to begin with. Oh, are we getting the wall running?
Are you? Looks like it.
Or is it
Right
gonna
on
be
that
shim-
wall.
No, yeah, there you go.
Close. They must be exhausted.
Hey, runner!
Wall run on
Run
Quill.
that wall!
Wall run! It's literally just called wall run!
Yay!
Wall one.
Who up walling on they run?
This soundtrack is pretty nice.
No, yeah, it's quite nice. See, if you're gonna give your game a lot of, like, traversal mechanics, make them fun traversal mechanics. Nothing beats a good wall run.
Are you sure about that?
An even better wall run.
Not even a double backflip Mexican Montreal air dash.
Mm.
The ghost got away. Hope they ended up somewhere safe.
Me too. Oh, didn't flip.
So these are literally spirits of the past.
Yep. The Magic Underground Railroad.
What?
I'm not joking.
No, that's what it is, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
To meet up here?
A little bit.
Bad
I
company
just got
corrupts a
hot
good
news coming
character.
Cheryl Lee Ralph from Abbott Elementary. She's getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey!
That's right. Rhubarb said Benji went missing.
I hope she doesn't get substanced.
She'll be fine.
St. Sylvan's Got Talent. It's a talent show. That's nice.
Talent show. Bet all the kids love that.
Oh, look at it. Aw. Support the kids' work. Support your kids' work. I've always loved the
Now
idea.
that's just awesome.
I've always loved the idea of little patchwork quilts, where it's just like a bunch of little specific cloths that have like significance to the family.
My family actually has one like that.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what they say about black people and crackers? Or cracking?
Elaborate. Elaborate about that thing that you can't say on Twitch anymore for some fucking reason. For the record, he's talking about the Graham crackers.
I am?
For the sake of this stream, you are.
What the hell are you two talking about?
There's unfortunately, unless you're talking about the food item, that is a particular word that has been a bannable offense on Twitch.
I thought I was talking about saltine crackers.
Oh, okay, saltine crackers. Okay, good. That's fine too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it just can't be the other kind. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I mean, I like Ritz crackers with cheese in them, like those Ritz bits. Those are good.
Everyone likes Ritz bits with cheese in them.
You know why did?
Hell yeah!
You know, I don't get why Ritz never did an advertisement about with the song by the Beatles called "Baby, You're a Rich Bitch," but replace it with "Baby, You're a Ritz Bits." Like, come on, it's right there.
Holy crap, that's actually a good idea.
You got a cover band to do it. That'll make it cost less.
What are the Roodles up to?
Yeah, but it's still being. I don't know. Is Ritz Nabisco?
Is the Ritz Nabisco?
Ooh, the internet.
Okay, good. I'm being put in my place for just spamming the charge attack over and over again.
This is what happened.
Ritz crackers are a snack cracker introduced by Nabisco in what year? How old
I was
are
right
Ritz
about it being in
crackers?
Nabisco.
1492.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I think they forgot about me. Fuck.
No, don't. Just
Mhm.
they didn't get it.
Can't believe they forgot about you.
Okay, alright, gotcha.
Okay?
Mm.
What a rude-
We'll report in the morning.
Alright. Yay.
Ritz crackers have been around since 1934. They're called Ritz because they're supposed to offer you a bite of the good life, especially because it was the middle of the Depression.
Oh, so putting on the Ritz.
They have holes punched in them because this helps them get their over. It helps them crisp up the right way.
Mm.
That's things. And phone on target.
They were much more powerful than their original competitor, the Hi-Ho cracker.
Rhubarb was tired of tending to his needs instead of showcasing what he could do. By this point, Rhubarb felt he had moved enough.
What did he do to him?
Where am I?
Well, now, how curious. You shouldn't be
Rude.
here. Let us remedy that.
Who's there?
No, Rue's there.
Whoa.
Fuck.
Oh fuck.
Appropriate.
Shit.
Thank you for letting your main character in your video game say fuck and shit in the same sequence.
Look, as long as it's not like Lady in the DMC animated series, you can say fucking shit as much as you want to.
Topical.
Did they do that thing where they make her say all of that because they wanted her to sound edgy and hardcore?
They make it so they fucking make it so she fucking sounds like this all the fucking time when she's fucking talking. Fuck.
Okay, yeah, that's not great.
Do you fucking think that even a fucking devil may fucking cry, you fucking bitch?
Okay, at that point, the word just loses all sorts
Exactly.
of emphasis.
Mm.
You gotta jazz it up at least, because at
You're
least
saying
with
it stops
Carcat,
being edgy if she does it like every 5 seconds?
yes, you
I
gotta jazz it up a bit.
I will say I'm exaggerating slightly, but it's still a bit of an issue.
It's excessive, but we're treating it excessively to parody.
Mm.
Now this is a fun sequence.
Eh?
Now this is pod racing.
This might just be pod racing.
Let me get out.
I'm not sure it's pod racing, actually.
Chad, is this pod racing? You know, I'm curious. Did it? Oh, hey, wow, no viewer bot. This time around.
Huzzah!
Not yet, anyway. Devastating. Every snack requires a follow-up snack. That's so true, honestly.
Let me just get back to that fish. Yeah.
Alright, back to the fish. I will say this game also does suffer from the same symptoms of, making sure that people know what's going on at all times syndrome.
What do you mean by that?
Characters have overly explanatory dialogue to let you know what you should be doing next.
Hmm.
Admittedly, there's a couple different ways to signpost certain things in games, but it's definitely one of the more recent ones that have cropped up. Oh, is that not it? Do I not have the stuff? Ah! Oh, okay. This is the next hole.
It was made for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What crazy thing is about to happen now?
I assume the first time in your Wii was a bit eventful.
Oh yeah.
The weave?
The weave.
About the fog.
Fog. Oh, that fog.
Yeah, the strands that connect all things,
Must have slipped
form a
my
weave.
mind.
Mhm.
I'm a tad dehydrated. You get a pattern?
Yeah. I didn't expect it to be so personal.
Secrets are a terrible burden. That's why I'm so eager to help. By listening.
Okay. So what do I have to do to help Benji so I can get you down, so I can save my mama?
Use that pattern to fix that big old tangle. You'll need to reweave Benji too. But first things first. Go fix that tangle.
Alright.
Reweave?
Yeah. Set things right.
Ah, I see.
Sometimes there are specific points in history that get tangled up and kind of like left to sort of, oh no,
Even when he was nailing the hardest
oh no.
been a moment
He
when
cask
Rhubarb
of Amontillado then?
and a moment when Benji, trapped inside that tree, finally
How
understood.
awful.
He must have cried to the heavens. Somehow the tree took pity, and somehow Benji become the tree. But he'd never forget that the brother he had loved had done this to him.
Wow. What kind of magic is that? And what kind of man would kill his own brother?
A bastard.
He's a real
Well-
shithead.
Mm.
There's a couple of stories about that,
What do I do now?
if you've got the time.
Yeah, and then one guy became a vampire when he did it.
I remember my brother. His fate was so
Floating.
cruel.
New mythical creature, Benji.
Not even foreboding anymore. They're just kind of there because.
Hmm.
He found trouble often. Each place
Ow, fuck!
Bull!
he didn't know that this was the end.
Oh wait, okay, good.
Oh,
Excuse me.
Step aside, Benjamin. We're gonna fix your shit, don't worry.
Oh,
Out for him.
We're gonna save.
oh, it was a
oh,
And it was a-
Ron.
peach tree he was trapped under.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why
That's
it's
why
making
all the
giant
peaches are so huge.
Benjamin and the giant peaches.
You see, that's what we call environmental storytelling.
This is, yeah, no, like in the most literal sense of the word, this is an environment used to tell a story. And he's part of the environment too.
Incredible.
See, who couldn't hate this game?
Be right
It's such
back.
rich storytelling. I like it.
True, it's fun, it's nice. It's got a quaint story
I
that
love
is.
the aesthetic.
It's got a quaint story that's presented to you in a way that's enjoyable and fun and visually appealing. It's not just two characters standing and talking to each other.
It almost looked like it got dug out of him.
Huh. I am a little bit phased into this tree though, but it's fine. We don't question these things. Benjamin!
Sorry to be moving you around like this.
Okay, this is made for the game, alright.
Reminds me of the musical number that appears at least in, what is it, Psychonauts 2?
A little bit, yeah. You know, I do kind of get a Psychonauts vibe from this game, to be fair.
I was thinking that a bit.
Mhm.
Yeah, the strangeness, giant fish,
But it's more,
solving
it's,
people's problems by going through their memories.
but it's got like more
Good
of a,
music.
it's got more of like a folkloric angle than a,
Yeah,
than a
Than a
delving into their
psychological
than a
angle.
psychological angle, yeah.
Okay, well, it's actually, well, it is kind of psychological.
You know, I can see this. I could have seen this be like a nifty like Cartoon Network series, kind of in a similar degree to how people would see Psychonauts as like a nifty Cartoon Network series, maybe.
why aren't
Why
they?
isn't-
Why do they
why
hate
wasn't
money so
Psychonauts
much?
a Cartoon Network series?
Because Zaslav is in charge.
Attack.
No, like
Give it a shot in the dark.
he's only been in charge for like a year and a half.
Yeah, but he wouldn't
Like-
approve it. He's not cool.
To be fair, I think
Not-
that would
That's
require them
not what I'm
to
asking.
that would require them to get the rights to an adaptation to Psychonauts, and Psychonauts is unfortunately a relatively niche game.
Exactly, they're not cool enough.
I don't know, just like mash up Camp Laszlo and Billy and Mandy in your mind, and you're like already partial part of the way there. Fish free.
This ain't more than a mud puddle. Meet me at Rhubarb's dock.
Yeah, we should probably have a serious discussion with Rhubarb about what he did to his brother.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just show him over to this nice pond. Oh, we're gonna feed him the big fish.
Better keep his promise.
What are those little creatures?
Mm.
They
Boisterous
don't
laugh.
look like beavers. I think they might be groundhogs.
I'd say nutrias because they are water mammals.
A little bit.
But they don't have the flat tail like a beaver.
What'd you see? Tell me all the juicy details.
Is this entertainment for you?
Well, fish ain't got no TV.
I get why Mama had to wash her day off when she got home. Use up all our hot water on really bad days.
Oh, was your mama a weaver too?
Social work.
Sometimes you just need a hot shower. Shit.
Never really felt like she helped enough.
Not if you're Chance the Rapper.
Do you think I did
Back.
enough for Benji?
We have freed the
Oh,
fish.
my dear.
Nice.
Weavers do fix things deep down.
And we took a shot at Chance the Rapper
Leave
for making
in
this
parts
song
of your
hot shower.
soul so ripped, you'd forgotten they were ever one piece.
How do you know so much?
Oh, so it helps you. Weavers help overcome your trauma.
I don't like to talk much about
Hmm.
myself.
Now let me go ahead and expound
Jesus,
upon my
Mama.
backstory for you.
Oh, I'm not as slimy as
Time to
I
ride the
look.
fish.
Don't you want to find your mama?
Something real big fish. That's all I got.
Everyone else is an asshole.
That terrible tree abducted me for my stories. And just when I was about to be desiccated, a weaver showed up. As Hazel ventured downriver, her powers grew stronger. She glimpsed it past, seeing some members of Ma and others strange and unknown. Hazel was perturbed by what she'd seen of a giant man tree in his heartache. But thanks to my help, she reweaved his knots and sealed his pain in a magic bottle placed in the grand tapestry. Once she set me loose, I offered
I'd
her
like
my
your
assistance to
Magic
locate
Man.
Ma.
Oh, I love this.
But there was more than meets the eyes in these waters.
Edit of Shrek
More than
ripping the
just a
page to the
gentle
right
tree
and going
man
like,
that
that'll ever happen.
guided her through the murky water.
All
to the
right.
flooded area where her house
That was a
should have
bit.
washed up.
That was a bit too aggressive on the.
Thanks.
Those are
Ooh.
probably more Irish than it was Scottish.
A big fish.
Hey, look, it's literally just called a big fish.
Yo, Compulsion! They made the game!
Hey. Seriously, look at these little guys. They're kind of cute.
Yeah.
Reminds me of capybaras.
Well, I mean, nutria are basically small capybaras.
Rodents, despite the connotation, are actually quite cute.
What?
Yo, he's got like a cool eye. Holy shit.
I know, I'm really loving the design of the catfish. I am loving every aspect of this.
That's two-toed Tom.
Big data.
Big gator. I got
Ooh. Alligator!
Out of that tree? You said you helped me find my mama.
I ain't of a disposition to be gator snacks.
Well, me neither.
That's pretty fair, I guess.
We gotta get rid
See,
of
this is actually relatively accurate for the size of the average catfish.
Big Bell. Go on and ring it.
Nah, if you find a 45 or a 50 pounder, then you can't really keep it around here right now because it's spawning season. Fun bun!
Swamp bunnies.
If you ring that bell,
Spawning season's a good time to play team deathmatch. Means the respawn times are faster.
now scoot.
I see what you did there.
Go find your mama.
Apparently, nutria are so commonplace in America that they're considered an invasive species.
Wow.
And
What?
just littered everywhere in Louisiana.
God damn.
In fact, they will basically give you money if you provide nutrias for them. They pay for tail. They apparently are decent meat.
Hmm.
And also make nice dog treats.
Me when I have to kill an adorable little creature because it's invasive.
Well,
That and the only
That's
poison that
not
they
how
have
to
for
keep
them
it.
Oh, grapple?
is like 2
yeah, grapple!
Now we've got a fun
Hey.
We're
battalion!
doing it! We're doing it!
Now
Okami.
this is what I'm
Let's
talking
go.
about. Why do people hate this game?
I don't think everybody. I think
Good.
there's very fringe individuals who hate this game
Maybe these
for
people are full of shit.
very distinct
Well, they can
reasons.
fuck off. This is fun.
Mm-hmm. I'm having
Exactly.
a good.
Well,
I'm
they
having
can
a good
fuck off.
time. True.
Dude, wall running and the grapple. Do it again.
This is a very well-made game with lots of nice, interesting features to it, and a lot of nice gameplay. It looks very. I think it's also. That's also a thing you get from Psychonauts. It's this consistently differing forms of movement and gameplay.
Yeah.
Especially with like and also because it comes with a big glowy energy that comes out of you.
That floating island is the gator?
True.
Awesome.
Yeah, what if the turtle that had the world on its back was actually fucked up and evil?
That'd be fucked up.
And evil.
But awesome.
We do not understand the morality of the turtle. It is beyond human
Is the
understanding.
turtle aware of what it carries on its back?
What if Atlas was a dick?
Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah, true.
You know,
What if
reconfirmedly.
Atlas was a dick to us?
Specifically.
What if Atlas told me to kindly pick up a wrench or something? Or ask me if I would kindly pick up a wrench or something. There we go.
Then I would just shrug.
I'll kill Ayn Rand myself. But she's already dead, so you know.
She's been dead.
True. I'll be honest.
And so has... And her ideology has been dead for a while, too. There are people who still go for and support her ideology. That pisses me off.
I'll be honest. When I hear somebody say "been dead" or like "been," my mind still goes to Eurokill a little bit. That fucking that like fever pitch of a game, that fever dream of a game just flashes into my mind like a jump scare.
Alice O'Connor apparently passed away at the age of 77 in 1982. She is bestly known by her pen name Ayn Rand, which was a weird
Exploding
difference
mushroom!
from her original name, Elisa Zinovievna Rosenbaum.
That's not where it was a pen name.
Yeah.
Rosenbaum.
Yeah, she's from St. Petersburg.
When was the last
Oh,
time
so she was Russian.
Yo,
Yes, but possibly also Jewish, which was probably why she stopped living in Russia.
See,
That explains what.
see, if I had like a last name or like a part of my name that started with Z, I would make sure to include that somewhere in my like general form of public knowledge.
Yeah, that's because you're not Jewish.
You know, you got a point.
Okay. On the other hand, it seems now she might just be named Rosenbaum, which were apparently a bourgeoisie family.
Oh.
And she graduated from Leningrad State University with a state technicum for screen arts.
You know, I suppose that actually, come to think of it, there is the character in BioShock named Tannenbaum. Obviously, that means like Christmas tree in German, but that is relatively close to her original family name.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Well, yeah.
clear
Andrew
inspiration.
Ryan is. Andrew Ryan is.
Yeah,
sort
first
of
name, first name and last name Rand.
It
There's
seems
a-
she actually
there's a
moved to
word for that.
America because she fell in love with actor Frank O'Connor.
Damn. Did she ever get to meet him?
Yeah, she got married to him and
Oh,
moved to
wow.
America.
Oh, I thought you meant like in like the figurative sense for a second. Like, no, she just married the guy. Damn, all right.
Yes, on the set of his film The King of Kings, they started going out, and then a couple years later they got married and she moved out to America.
Damn, times
So
really.
that way she could make a movie version of The Fountainhead.
Damn, times really were simpler back then. You just meet a guy and you just get married and have kids and shit. Like, goddamn.
Apparently, The King of
Yeah.
Kings is a Cecil B. DeMille movie about Jesus.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Also, don't forget.
From what I've heard, though, the Fountainhead film is not that great, and neither are the Atlas Shrugged movies.
Yeah, it's like she's not a very subtle or interesting artist when it comes to her thoughts, and also her works are long, meandering, and heavy-handed.
Mm-hmm.
Very heavy-handed if you want to go ahead and read Atlas Shrugged in one full sitting.
Well, definitely, that would be like the John Galt speech, even by itself, is just like hundreds of pages.
Jesus Christ, really?
It is considerably
If
one of
we
the
were
longest speeches in
joking,
printed
Orange-
fiction. It goes on for some time because it is a very, very long treatise about how you should be able to get paid by the government for the stuff you discover. And if you don't, everyone who's cool and smart will leave.
I mean, to be fair, I
And
think
also they should, because fuck you. How dare you try and ask for things to be free just because they help everyone?
to be fair, I do think that if you discover something useful, the government should give you like a smidgen of money, you know?
Well, no,
Yeah.
it's not that the government should give you money so much as like the government can't take that from you. And just
I see.
use it and just give it to whoever they want.
Mhm.
More or less.
And also it's all about train.
Mm.
Yes, and all of the smart people hang out with a guy named John Galt that no one thinks exists, and it turns out he does because he gives a really, really fucking long speech about it.
Hi, I'm John Galt. Do you hate
If
the
anything,
government as much as I do?
It's more like it becomes a social thing that like rich shitty people say of who is John Galt to mock the ideals of this mysterious John Galt because he's just nobody that nobody even cares about.
Mm. Wait, this is probably gonna kill me if I get too far in there. I gotta figure where the fuck. That's right. I have the thing that tells me where to go. I always forget about that. Ah, the fucking exploding mushrooms. I forgot about that.
Mushrooms!
King of
If
Kings
that
was the.
nice line on the ground.
Mm.
It seems that King of Kings was the hot follow-up from Cecil B. DeMille's last movie, The Ten Commandments,
Mm.
the original one.
Is there a way I can avoid those exploding mushrooms? Not without getting close to them. Oh, there's a rock! Well,
Apparently, Frank O'Connor was also the he made up the title Atlas Shrugged.
That's from the trailer too.
Huh.
Looks like some sort of drawing.
Whoa.
This picture, I could kill a man. Something's gotta change.
It's not that bad a
Feel like
picture.
a thread being pulled far too taut, trying to make the world a better place. Not for me.
Jake, during that one episode of Adventure Time when he was in the labyrinth and he had to stretch himself really far to make sure that they wouldn't get lost.
And then you realize that the hot dog soldiers are super idiots.
Mm.
I mean, that was clear, like, right away.
Mm-hmm. But you know what?
True.
They,
No one in the Candy Kingdom is smart other than Princess Bubblegum.
but you know what? They did get that ancient psychic tandem war elephant though.
Get up there and ring that bell.
Yeah,
Thank
they
you for
did
talking
fucking
about
nothing
the
with it.
ancient psychic
Yeah, no,
tandem
that
war
shit.
elephant.
You see, the problem is that if they kept the ancient psychic tandem war elephant, I feel like certain bits of Adventure Time would be much easier to deal with.
Exactly, but whenever you have the ancient psychic tandem war elephant, you have to use the ancient psychic tandem war elephant.
I mean, considering that Finn was like a kid, there's a very real chance that he just kind of got bored with it after a while.
Hey, you kids want some free demon hearts?
Full circle! I mean, he got bored of Nectar.
Mm-hmm.
He gets bored of lots of things.
Who was Nepter?
Nepter was the little robot that they
was the
made.
poster of him.
He was a
Never-ending
robot that he
pie-throwing
created,
robot.
who throws pies at the Ice King. But then it turns out that stops being funny after like the third time. And so after that, he just becomes a needy robot that Finn basically doesn't even remember exists.
Oh yeah, I remember Nepter now.
He becomes occasional friends with BMO sometimes when he's not being needy and annoying. And he's voiced by Andy Milonakis.
Mm.
Oh, that's Andy Milonakis?
Yeah, that's why he doesn't show up all the time.
Okay, that explains a couple different things. I always wondered who voiced Nectar.
People like to bring this up when they talk about Adventure Time, but I also think it's kind of cool that like Finn wasn't like just the goodest I mean, like he wasn't he was a relatively good person, but he made a lot of mistakes because he was a kid, and they were like understandable.
Oh my God.
You can get
Most
where
of them.
Finn's coming from.
Except for that bit where he made he made Flame Princess and Ice King fight all the time. That was a really stupid episode. I'm gonna be honest. Like even for Finn.
It was a metaphor for it. It was a metaphor for something.
Shut up!
That
Stop
shouldn't have
talking
been.
about it. Talking about good things, like this video game.
Ooh, big crocodile, yeah.
Incoming croc with trees on its back.
Okay.
Man, this is cool.
Ooh.
Cool.
Also, apparently, despite moving to America to make a screenplay for The Fountainhead, she hated the movie,
That's good.
complaining about editing, acting, and other elements.
You said he'd run away.
I might have been missing four.
You know how long is this game actually?
Dude.
Oh, they changed the box art from Horror Rivals on Steam to just be Emma Frost.
Oh, 10 and 12 hours? Okay. I mean, like, depending on if I decide to go back to it, I might just keep... I might keep playing this on stream, because this is like a 3-4 session game? Not too bad.
It's got a good narrative.
I will make sure to put a focus on... We gotta finish...
Is that an Australian cow?
You do gotta finish
That cow is
Raincoat, though.
dead.
Raincoat is...
Cow.
Raincoat's an important thing that we have to finish at some point soon.
Oh, is it? Is that important?
I mean, it is because I want to get it done before 100 Line Heroes comes out, because I want to play that on stream.
You just stop.
No! We're so far! And it's
We're
so,
already this close. We
it's
have
so-
to go full circle.
and it's so
Look,
funny.
I'm not saying anything except you can just stop if you want. You don't have to. I'm not saying it's that bad, but you don't have to.
Oh, that cow is
That
super
cow.
dead.
I mean, I will say I have heard that the final chapter is actually pretty decent, so I'm holding out for that.
Ugh, that's nasty.
Nasty.
I'm
Nasty.
not holding out. Good.
What's your opinion about pigs, Orange?
I like the floop pigs.
Like their ears or their tails?
I like the Adventure Time thing. No, just in general, I do like pigs, though. I think that pigs are adorable, honestly.
Oh shit! Ain't there another way around?
We was gonna have to deal with all manners of critters, darling.
Darling.
Yeah, there's all sorts of shit out here. What are you talking about?
This is crazy.
Oh, and try not to get ate.
By what? By what?
Things roughly his size, I would say.
Fill the bottle and deal with that giant gator.
Gator.
Yeah, there's gators too.
We still got a power to unlock. Alright.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, this is a fairly good first impression. I might actually, given the relative length of this game, I might hold out a bit so that way we can do the rest of it on stream. Of course, we have other priorities and stuff, but like, no, yeah, this is a cool thing. I like it. But yeah, no, we will be getting back to other stuff, but you know, we'll duck and weave and switch between various things as it goes. But
Bob and weave, Bob and weave.
But for now, that's it for tonight. I will
Weave.
true and weave, you know, true. But yeah, no, the start of a chapter seems like a pretty good place to cut out for today. So we will see you all next time. Have fun in the bayou.